Hello guys, welcome to the Forsaken Survivors tier list. If you're here, chances are you've been battling it out in Forsaken for a while, or maybe you're on the hunt for a new survivor to switch up your playstyle. But here's the thing, not all survivors are created equal. Some will have you feeling like an unstoppable force on the battlefield, effortlessly dodging killers and turning the tide of battle, while others, well, let's just say you might be left wondering if you picked the wrong character. Before we dive into the rankings, let's take a moment to talk about what survivors represent in Roblox Forsaken and why choosing the right one matters. In Forsaken, your survivor isn't just a cosmetic choice, it defines how you approach the game. Some survivors pack a punch with game-breaking offensive abilities. Others focus on healing and team support, while a few specialize in misdirection and evasion. Each survivor has a unique blend of active and passive skills that can either propel you to victory or leave you scrambling in the wake of a relentless killer. Before start, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you want this kind of content to continue. Today, we're ranking every survivor from the absolute worst to the most overpowered, covering strengths, weaknesses, ideal playstyles, and whether or not a survivor is truly worth your time. By the end of this guide, you'll know exactly which survivor might be your ticket to dominating every match. Let's jump in. Here we are, D tier. Imagine a situation where every move counts, yet one character seems destined to be the weak link no matter what. This is the story of Two Time, the sole representative of D tier. Two Time is the archetypal underdog whose abilities barely register when it matters most. With no active skills and only a passive boost in speed and stamina, Two Time is like that quiet kid in class who never gets called on, even when you desperately need them. In high-stakes encounters where every second and every ability can be the difference between victory and defeat, Two Time is left in the dust. His inability to actively contribute makes him not only a liability in solo play, but also a burden in team situations. Relying on Two Time is like counting on a lucky break, hoping that your teammates' efforts can somehow cover up for his glaring shortcomings. Simply put, D-tier survivors just don't pack enough punch to hold their own in competitive play. Moving up from the bottom, we enter C-tier, a space for survivors who show potential, but ultimately fall short when the pressure is on. Enter Elliot, a character designed for teamwork with a focus on healing and support. Elliot can patch up wounds and offer that crucial lifeline to teammates on the brink of defeat, making him a decent pick in coordinated play. However, that same specialization becomes a liability when you're forced to go it alone. Imagine a frantic match where every player is dodging and countering a relentless killer, while your teammates are executing high-risk maneuvers. Elliot is busy trying to keep everyone's health afloat. His effectiveness dwindles when the perfect team setup isn't present, leaving him vulnerable at the worst possible moments. In C-tier, survivors like Elliot have their niche, but without flawless coordination, their contributions often feel too little. Climbing further up the ladder, we arrive at B-tier, the domain of survivors who offer a dependable and balanced approach to every match. Here we have three notable survivors: Noob, Builderman, and Chance. These characters form the backbone of many successful teams, thanks to their consistent, if not flashy, performances. Noob is the picture of balance. His abilities provide a modest speed boost, temporary invisibility, and a reliable method of healing through the Slate Skin Potion. He might not blow your mind with overwhelming power, but his steady, all-around utility makes him a safe go-to choice in any scenario. Next up is Builderman, who transforms the battlefield with his knack for constructing tactical advantages. Whether he's setting up healing dispensers or erecting sentries that slow or stun the killer, Builderman brings a level of strategy that is indispensable in team-based play. However, his impact is somewhat diminished in solo situations, where reliance on coordinated support can leave him exposed. Then there's Chance, the wild card of B tier. With abilities that hinge on the unpredictable whims of luck, Chance turns every match into a high-stakes gamble. One moment, he can swing the game with a miraculous move. The next, his randomness leaves you scrambling. He embodies a high-risk, high-reward playstyle that can either take your team to victory or leave you wishing for a bit more consistency. In B-tier, survivors provide a solid, balanced foundation for gameplay. They might not have the dazzling power of top-tier picks, but they offer reliability and versatility when the chips are down. Rising to a tier, we find survivors who not only perform well, but also have the potential to redefine the course of a match. These characters demand precision, timing, and a deep understanding of game mechanics, making them ideal for players who thrive under pressure. First up is Shedletki. At first glance, Shedletki might seem unremarkable with his limited set of abilities, but don't be fooled. His dual capabilities shine when the match heats up. With his slash ability, he can stun or damage the killer, while his fried chicken skill offers crucial health regeneration at just the right moment. When executed flawlessly, these abilities allow Shedlecki to function as both an offensive force and a resilient fighter, a true tactical asset. Next is 007N7, the master of misdirection. His unique ability to spawn clones creates a veritable maze of decoys that can leave the killer completely confused. Every encounter with 007N7 becomes a strategic puzzle, forcing your opponent to second-guess every move. While his clone tactics demand skill and perfect timing, in the right hands, 007N7 can easily tip the scales of battle in your favor. Finally, we have Dusakar, a survivor whose abilities are all about team synergy. With spawn protection, Dusakar can shield an ally from harm for a critical 10 seconds, and his plasma beam not only speeds up a teammate, but also slows the killer in their tracks. Add in his subtle levitation, which minimizes noise and keeps him stealthy, and you have a tactical mastermind. Tier survivors like Dusakar excel at both individual play and orchestrating team strategies, offering that extra edge when you need it most. At the very top of our tier list lies S tier, the realm of legends. Here, we present the undisputed champion of Roblox Forsaken Survivors, Guest 1337. In S tier, every aspect of gameplay is elevated to its utmost potential, and Guest 1337 exemplifies this pinnacle of excellence. Imagine a survivor who charges headlong into danger, knocking down killers with a force that leaves them reeling, then vanishes into invisibility at the precise moment an enemy expects a counterattack. Guest 1337 does all this and more. His abilities include a devastating charge that disrupts the killer's advance, an invisibility burst that offers a crucial escape route, and a stunning punch that can halt the enemy in their tracks. In every match, Guest 1437 transforms into a one-man wrecking crew, a living testament to power, precision, and perfect timing. S tier isn't just about raw power, it's about redefining what it means to be a survivor in Roblox Forsaken. Guest 1337 sets the benchmark, and his presence on your team instantly shifts the dynamics in your favor, making him the ultimate choice for players who demand nothing but the best. As we wrap up this deep dive into the tier list of Roblox Forsaken survivors, let's recap the journey. We began at the bottom with Tier D and Two Time, a survivor whose minimal contributions remind us that not all picks are created equal. Moving up, Tier C's Elliot highlights the importance of support and teamwork, even if his abilities falter in solo play. Tier B brings us the reliable workhorses, Noob, Builderman, and Chance, whose balanced kits form the foundation of consistent gameplay. In Tier A, we encounter the powerful playmakers, Shedlecki, 007N7, and Dusakar, whose strategic depth and dynamic abilities can turn the tide of battle. And finally, Tier S crowns the champion, Guest 1337, a survivor who embodies the ultimate standard of excellence in Forsaken. This guide isn't just a ranking, it's a roadmap for every player aiming to master Roblox Forsaken. Whether you're just starting out or have been battling in countless matches, understanding the strengths and weaknesses of each tier is essential for evolving your gameplay strategy. While the meta is ever-changing and future updates may shift these rankings, the core principles remain the same. Choose wisely, master your survivor, and adapt to the unpredictable dynamics of every match. Thank you for joining me on this epic journey through the tier list of Roblox Forsaken survivors. I hope this narrative not only informs you, but also inspires you to refine your strategy and elevate your gameplay. Every match in Forsaken is a new chapter in your story, and every survivor adds a unique twist to the saga. Remember, mastery comes from practice, experimentation, and a relentless pursuit of excellence. Until next time, stay sharp, play smart, and may every game bring you closer to that exhilarating moment of triumph. Your ultimate guide to Roblox Forsaken survivors has been crafted with passion and precision. Here's to dominating the battlefield and writing your own legend. See you on the field.